What's up, guys? Uncle Luke here, back here today for another prediction video. And today we are going to be doing an FCS team. We're going to be doing, as you can tell by the title, Alabama A&M. Just going to go down to a little bit of a smaller school. Now, this is going to be a little harder because I couldn't get as much information from this team. So when we do FCS teams and Division II teams and all that, it's going to be a little different than from what we do in FBS teams. From what we do in FBS teams. FBS teams, you know how that goes. We've been, like, the way we did, all the teams we've done so far as FBS teams till now, it's our first FCS team we're doing. But it's going to be a little weird how we work, how we do it. But it's just a little different. It's not all that. So let's get this. So first, when we do when we do FCS teams and Division II teams, first I'll tell you just a little notes, just a little bit of key players, and a little bit of their 2019 stats, but it's not a lot. It's mainly how many first downs they got, how they did on third down conversions and fourth down conversions they went for on a fourth down, and then I'm only going to tell you then I'll go over, tell you their schedule. And then the games I think they're going to win or lose. And then, before I tell you the schedule, I'll tell you how they went in the regular season last year. Then I'll tell you their schedule. And then I'll tell you the games I think they're going to win or lose. And then the record I think they'll go this year. And then best case, worst case. So, it's just a little different. It's a little weird. But here we go. And when I do key players, I'll tell you how their stats were from last season. So here we go. Alabama A&M. Alright, so here we go. Let's get this underway. So here's a little bit of their key players. I only got 2 key players down. Aqeel Glass I believe is how you say his name. I don't know if that's how you say his name. But he's quarterback. He's going to be a senior coming in this year. Last year he had into the 2019 season. Sorry, I can't speak. In the 2019 season, he had 3,600 yards, which is very close. I'm being serious, very close to Sam Howell. He had about 6,140 something yards. It's not that bad. It's like 100 something yards. I can't remember how many yards he had, but I mean, it was very close to Sam Howell. He had a pretty good. Now he did have 11 interceptions, but he had 32 touchdowns and he had a 61% completion rate. So that's not bad. Pretty good quarterback coming into the season. And then another key player I have is Brian Moore. He's going to be a senior coming into this year. Last year he had 58 receptions, 1,057 yards, and 9 touchdowns. So those are going to be the key players coming to this year. So not bad players, though, to be honest. How do they do? They had 287 first downs. They were 40% on third down conversions and 45% on fourth down conversions. Here's their schedule. Well, first, last season they went 7-5, 4-3 conference play. Now, I don't know. This thing only had 11 games on the schedule. Again, I don't know how FCS and all that works. I pay attention to FCS and all that, and I watch some FCS games, but I think there's a certain amount of games you have to win. There's no bowl games. There's a certain amount of games you have to win to get into the FCS playoffs and all that. But anyways, here's the schedule. September 5th, season opener, home opener, out against Stephen F. Austin. September 12th, on the road against UAB. September 19th, at home against Southern. September 26th, on the road against Texas Southern. October 3rd, at home against Alcorn State, if that's how you say their name correctly. October 10th, on the road against Miss Valley State. October 17th, on the road against PV A&M, I guess. And then they have their bye. October 31st, Halloween, on the road against Alabama State, November 7th on the road against Jacksonville State, November 14th at home against Grambling, and November 21st on the road against Mississippi State. Start the season against Stephen at Boston. I'm going to give y'all the win there. Start the season 1-0. At UAB, that's going to be a loss. I think, honestly, you might be able to compete with UAB, but I think UAB will win like 35-14 or something. Maybe you compete with them in the first half, like a 14-10 halftime score, and I think UAB will pull away later on in the second half in that game. I don't think y'all will win that game. At home against Southern, win. On the road against Texas Southern, loss. At home against Alcorn State, win. All the road against Miss Valley State, win. On the road against PV and win. So you're going in your bye. You are right now 5-2. That's not bad, to be honest. It really is not all that bad coming into the year. Yeah. October 31st on the road against Alabama State. That's a loss. November 7th on the road against Jacksonville State. That's a loss. Allen against Grambling. I'll give y'all a win there. And then on the road against Mississippi State, you'll get blown out in the game. I'm sorry, you'll get blown out. So that'll be all going 6-5, 5-3 in conference play, and yeah, there was 11 games. Yeah, and then best case scenario 8-3, worst case. Now maybe they add a game later on in the year. I don't freaking know, but so it's only 11 games, I guess. But yeah, best case scenario 8-3, worst case scenario 4-7. Yeah, so that's Alabama A&M. I like doing FCS smaller schools. Again, I'm trying to save the bigger schools for like July and later on for my predictions coming this year. Yeah, and that's gonna be it today, y'all. Now, next week we're gonna be starting something new with these predictions. I did a prediction all week, mainly because it's the first week of me doing predictions. Now, here's how it's gonna work. Next week, here's how it's going to work. We're going to start this schedule starting next week with NFL and college. Starting next week on Sundays, Mondays, and Tuesdays, we're doing NFL. Now, okay. It won't be like this every week, but it's going to be like this most weeks. There could be some weeks where I'll be like, surprise, I'm going to do predictions all week. So there will be some weeks where I'm like, I'm sorry, I won't be able to do predictions at all during that week. So you don't know that. This is not going to be happening every week, but it's going to happen most weeks. Okay? But starting next week, we are going to do, here's how it's going to go. Now, again, remember, it's not every week, but it's going to be most weeks. Start next week on Sundays, Mondays, and Tuesdays. We're doing NFL predictions. So starting tomorrow, we'll be starting some NFL predictions. And then Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, we will be doing college football predictions. Yeah, so that's all I gotta say. So I'm very excited to do that. Now this won't be like it won't be like that every week. Some weeks I won't be doing predictions at all. Some weeks I'll only do NFL predictions on Sundays and Mondays, and maybe like one college football prediction on Friday. But this is that's how it's going to work most weeks. Again, because I don't want to run out of NFL teams. So yeah, again, college teams will most likely be every week. It won't be every week, but when I do predictions during a certain week, it will be college without a doubt. It's just NFL won't be every week. College will be about a lot of weeks, and then NFL will be some, but not a lot. But start next week. But most weeks, that's how it's going to work. Sundays, Monday, Tuesdays, NFL, and then Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, college. Yes, I start tomorrow. We'll do our college NFL predictions. Yeah. So, anyways, y'all, I'm gonna get it, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace out, and yeah. All right. Peace out, y'all. Go Heels.